rolling.
We're rolling. Take 10.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, everybody. This is the first ever podcast with CRTOPPI and JOEE's Riding the Pine.
Going on, folks. Something entirely different. I hope you enjoy it. We're doing something we love now.
Well, we didn't love opening hockey cards before?
Well, yeah, but we love talking about hockey, too.
Definitely. So I think we're going to start off with our weekly NHL review of the games we watched. Holy crap, that was a lot of games.
It was insane. Especially Saturday when they came back from the Four Nations tournament. That was like 14 games that night, or that day.
Do you want to touch on the Four Nations Cup at all?
Besides the fact that McDavid was definitely a hero. Mm-hmm. The Kachuk brothers are out for who knows how long now because of injuries.
Yeah, a lot.
Mitch Marner kind of shined.
Yeah, McAvoy was out too.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, it was good to see hockey on TV like that, where people were excited to watch it. I mean, they had record viewing on TV, so it was fun to watch that stuff.
Yeah, definitely beats the All-Star game in my opinion.
Oh yeah, they should revamp the All-Star game entirely. Mm-hmm. Make more like this is the Four Nations, because it was a great competition. Now we just got to get like Russia back into it too. So okay, Five Nations, whatever it is.
Russia can stay out; they're banned forever, I think.
Yeah, well, there's so many good players that could be in the tournament that didn't get a chance to. So
definitely, but it was nice to see Canada take it.
Yeah, wow, okay.
But I have to admit, USA is pretty darn close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The first game they played against Canada was insane. And
that second game could have went any way, right?
Yeah, it could have. It really could have.
Did you notice that McDavid's goal was almost like Crosby's goal back from 2010?
Yeah, I did.
Pretty eerie similar, huh?
Yeah, the golden goal. Well, hopefully that gets I would have thought that would have gotten the Oilers started after the Four Nations game, but apparently not really.
No, what is up with the Oilers?
Ooh, they're looking a little ragged right now.
So do you think McDavid's hurt? In the 4 games back, he's got 0 goals, 3 assists. He's -7.
I'm not sure. I'd almost think that it could be burnout. Mm-hmm. And that was a lot of hockey in a short period of time. And then they come back and knock out, I believe it was 3 games after that too. So
and to lose to the Flyers. Well, I guess I
can't. Oh yeah. Yes. That was a heck of a performance by the Flyers. But yeah, we'll get into that.
So let's talk about some debuts. So Seattle had a debut the other night. Goaltender Al Steza, I believe is his name.
I believe that's yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He played pretty good. First 2 periods were his best. I think he allowed 1 goal on 17 shots for a .941 save percentage, but then downhill in the third. Yeah. Team kind of let him down, but ended with a 86.4 save percentage. So
not bad for a rookie start.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I've really covered any debuts in any of my games that I can think of.
Yeah, I think that was really the only debut that I recall.
Yeah.
Too. But also in that game, Vasilevsky won, and he is now 6-0 in his career against the Kraken.
Yeah, which is impressive for any goalie.
Definitely. I mean, it's still early, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. Do you want to talk about some of the games or some of the highlights from the games? And
sure, go ahead. What's one from one of your games?
Well, I'll skip the one that would be obvious to me or to you. We'll go with that Edmonton game because 4 players came back for the Flyers that game, and they outscored Edmonton 4 goals to 1 in the second period, which is incredible. Owen Tippett had 2 goals, and both Couturier and Michkov had a goal and 2 assists in that game. So
let me just turn down my phone.
That's all right.
I'll edit that out.
Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah,
Okay.
and Tippett, when he came back, he missed 5 games entirely since his injury. So definitely a positive for the Flyers to come back right after the Four Nations and actually put up a good game. So that was one of the highlights from the games that I watched.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to tell these people we split these games up each day. You know, anywhere from 4 to 7 games per for us watching. So I had a lot of fun watching these games or trying to keep up with them even.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. It's you learn a lot of interesting facts and stuff you'd miss otherwise. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, but definitely hard to keep up.
Yeah. Did a lot of going back and checking out the games, stat lines afterwards too. Because we both work still, so can't dedicate the whole time to our hockey addiction.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, one day for sure. What do you got as far as highlights go?
How about the Boston Bruins? A little up and down. I mean, there's one player that really stands out, and that's David Pastrnak.
Definitely.
So Pastrnak is on actually a 16-game point streak. He has 31 points, 14 goals, and 17 assists in that time.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. And also, he scored 30 goals on the season for the 8th time in his career.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
He definitely will be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. He just seems to have the knack to find the net from where he's at. So, and he doesn't have to sit in one place.
Yeah.
Like some people.
Yeah, some people. We'll talk about him later.
Yes, we will.
Also, with Pastrnak, a couple games later, also he scored his 800th career point. So he's just hitting milestones left, right, and center.
Yeah. How long has he been in the league?
I believe his rookie year was when was it? I want to say 2014-15, same as Draisaitl.
Yeah. So, very impressive. An impressive career. And then, of course, you mentioned Draisaitl. 44 goals this season, which is heads and shoulders above the rest. You gave we talked about the list earlier, and he just who was second with 33 goals?
Scheifele and somebody else, Nylander.
Yeah,
Toronto.
Willie Nylander. Yep. So definitely put his name on a trophy at this point. So.
Yeah, he could be battling McKinnon, who has 90 points on the season for MVP.
Yeah. So it's been a great hockey season. I mean, it's been up and down for a lot of teams.
More downs and ups with this team.
Yeah. But, we don't even want to mention the Blackhawks.
Well, yeah, no. Blackhawks or Bedard. I don't know what's up with Bedard, but
I mean, he's leading the team in points. Last I saw, he had 41 points.
Yeah, well, his last 4 games since Four Nations Cup, he's played 4 games, 0 points, -6, only 7 shots with an average of 22 minutes a game. So
he's playing the minutes, but he has no support.
No supporting cast at all.
No.
You can see it. I think I watched 3 of those games, and you can see he's not all mentally there. You watch him take the puck into the offensive zone, and he doesn't dump the puck in or anything. He just gets halfway into the zone and just loses it.
And that's definitely lack of concentration now because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have anybody to pass it to, and he doesn't have it, the support that he needs to, pass it off and then get open and put it in net. So yeah, it's rough going for him. I wish him well. I mean, good grief. He was, the top dog last year as far as rookies go, and we just we're not seeing it this year. And maybe it is a sophomore slump, but definitely hope it's going to get better for him.
So speaking of Bedard, do you want to show the audience the card?
Yeah, show them. Yes, what came in the other day. Thank you for sending that in for me.
Yeah, no worries. Do you want to tell a little story on how you got it?
Well, this was let's see, we won what was it, 50 packs?
25. I think.
How many?
25. Yeah. 25.
25. Yeah, that's right. 25 packs of Tim Hortons from Toppy over a year ago. And of course, I hadn't had a chance to rip it before. And so I sat there and ripped, I think, just about all 25 packs in one day. And nearing the end of the rip, there it was, the draft pick #1 card, the redemption. So I redeemed it, came from ComC, and if you look, I had Toppy send us in on for a PSA grading, and it came back a gem mint 10. Fantastic. That is so cool.
And just another side,
probably to add to my collection, really.
Yeah, and for another side note, I've opened the last 10 years probably 5,000 packs or more, and I've never got one. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there he is.
Well, you did get a coffee.
No, I did get a coffee. That's true.
Yeah.
Probably not. Well, probably at this point, probably worth just as much.
Yeah, exactly.
You need him to pick it up.
Yes. Again, thank you for that. That was awesome.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Oh man. So you want to talk about we can talk about go ahead.
Speaking of the Blackhawks, who do you think is going to get the first overall pick? They're fighting with San Jose.
I've seen more things out of San Jose than I have Chicago. So I think Chicago is going to get another pick.
As we stand right now, San Jose has 39 points and Chicago has 41. So
that's hard for me to believe, but yeah,
right now the next one up is Nashville 49. So those are the three teams fighting for the first pick.
And Nashville is not going to get it.
No, probably not.
And nobody's going to want to go there. They'll pull a cutter. I don't want to play there.
Well, I wouldn't want to play in Philly either, so I don't blame them.
No. Okay. I was going to talk about overperforming player on an underperforming team.
Okay.
I do want to bring up Alex DeBrincat. In 18 games, he had 15 goals and 28 points, which is phenomenal for that to be on that team that's just not quite got it together yet. They're not a bad team by any means, but they just I can't say that they're playoff ready in any sense of the word. So I just wanted to bring up him as far as what I've watched as far as the games go.
Yeah, well, I kind of want to talk about one of the top rookies, which I'm actually got some young guns of, Lane Hudson.
Yeah.
Did you know he is now the 6th fastest D-man to reach 40 assists in a season?
That's just phenomenal.
That is phenomenal. And it is for those Montreal Canadiens. Sorry, Dale. So, yeah, he did it in 59 games. So that's behind Lidstrom, 56 games. Lidstrom did it in. Leach did it in 54. Chelios did 53. Pearson did 50. And Larry Murphy in 48 games. So that's some pretty elite company.
A lot of Hall of Fame there, company, too. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that is very impressive. For that top three rookie chase, or the rookie chase right now is just it's really tight.
It is really tight.
Going to be it may be down to the wire unless somebody gets injured. I mean, Celebrini got injured, and look where he is.
Mm-hmm. He's right there with them.
Yeah, he's third or second if you really want to consider it. Mm-hmm. So, because of the top two rookies right now.
Your boy,
yeah, my boy Michkov, Matt
destroyed the Penguins. Destroyed the Penguins in 2 games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What did you get? Like 5-6 points against the Penguins?
That is, I think it was 6 points because but the one game on the 22nd, he had a goal and 2 assists. And then he had, what was it? A goal and so many games we've watched, man.
I know, there's a lot of games.
Michkov had 2 goals and an assist on the next one. So yeah, he's been on fire. So it's definitely it was a good pickup for the Flyers, that's for sure. I mean, he dropped down how many positions in the draft, and Flyers were able to pick him up. And he seems to be fitting in very well, even though him and Torts have butted heads a couple times. But he fits in really well with them right now. And
It's
he's
always tough.
proven himself on two actual lines, playing with Konechny and playing with Tippett. So on either line, so it's been interesting. And then actually hitting power play goals also, which has been a positive for the Flyers because they're not very good on the power plays.
You know, yeah, he plays with your boy Konechny because he's sure telling me enough times that he's beating Crosby in points this year.
Yeah, yes, he is. Yes, he is. I did mention, I put down in my notes that Crosby finally got a point last night.
You know,
After how many games?
I still think he's over a point of game.
Yeah.
And if he stays this year, point a game over, or just a point a game, whatever, for 82 games, that'll be his 20th season, and he'll beat Wayne Gretzky's record of 19.
Wow.
I know it's not Ovechkin's record and 800 goals,
but we are talking records set by Gretzky.
Huge consistency to have a point a game.
Yeah.
For 20 seasons, that's incredible.
It's nuts. You don't see players like him come around very often.
No, and it's not like he just stands in one spot either.
Yeah, yeah, and it's true. He's been with the Penguins the whole time. Where Gretzky, he ended up with the Rangers or the Blues. The Blues. He ended up with the Blues. Yeah. So, but yeah, an incredible hockey player. I when he first came into the league, of course, I would didn't like him one bit, but he's grown on me as far as being a very professional player.
Yes, he
grew up a
finally
little bit
into his skates.
Yeah, yeah. He was a baby before, for a while there, but
he was. Well, what you expect, 17 years old in a men's league.
Yeah, yeah, and that's probably part of Bedard's problem too. And Michkov might even experience too. Because what did he's 19, I think.
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, I think he. So these young players coming into the leagues with all these veterans, and you can see what happens to some of these rookies that just never make it, either getting injured or just can't compete on that level.
So also this week, we've seen another player with their first NHL goal, and that's Sordiff with the Florida Panthers.
Yeah. Panthers can use some help right now.
Yeah, Tkachuk's out. What would we say?
Tkachuk is out.
2 weeks at least, or
probably about 2 weeks. It's an upper body injury, or did they say lower body? It looked like a lower body injury during the game, like the knee went out or something. Of course, hockey being the way that the NHL is, they don't actually give you a exact description of what the injury was, unless you can actually see it on their face.
Yeah, and you won't know now because we're too close to the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna try to rest them as much as they can. They are how many points out of the first? I think it was 3.
Something like that.
I believe it's 3. So, yeah.
We're talking about Florida?
Yeah.
They are first.
They are first now? Okay. Yeah.
They're 1 point. They're 1 point ahead of the make you laughs. But I mean, they've been on a roll too. Got to give them their flowers. Stolarz has been playing incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Which amazes me.
Yeah, I watched the Boston-Toronto game, and man, he stood on his head for some of those goal shots.
Yeah,
it was crazy. And I mean, he's second in goaltender save percentage with a 925 behind Hellebuyck, who was 926. So
that could be an interesting run for the Vezina trophy.
Since we're talking about Toronto and playoffs, do you think their duo is enough to get them past the first round this year? I don't know if they will or not.
I think they don't have a cohesive enough team to do it.
Because I mean, if the playoffs started today, they'd be playing Tampa, and we
Right. I just if they could settle, it looks like there's some type of issues brewing within the teammates, and it just I think it started last year in the playoffs, and between Marner and Matthews and
Nylander.
Nylander. If they could get over their differences, I think they could be a phenomenal team, even being the Maple Leafs. So,
just for me, it just Matthews kind of disappoints me.
Yeah.
He is such a great player.
Mm-hmm.
But yet when the playoff time comes, he's no show.
Mm-hmm. Very lackadaisical, for a better word.
Yeah.
He needs to show a lot more passion, in my book. So, but if they make it in the second round, that's cool. They won't make it past the second round though. So
probably not.
No. A lot more teams that are there to support each other as a group. So
it's definitely going to be hard to get past the Panthers as well.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if Tkachuk is healthy.
Yeah. The Panthers have got a very good team when you put it together on paper. I mean, they're just
and if Bobrovsky's on top of his game, there's no stopping him.
Standing on top of his head, stopping pucks. He's a very good goal, and I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer too.
Yeah,
he started out rough, but he definitely refined himself.
He was a Flyer, right? So
yes, he was a Flyer. There's a lot of Flyers goalies that have been Flyers and moved on and actually have done well. Stolars and Bob. You can go down the list, man. There are so many.
There's been a lot. It's almost like they always talk about the Canucks being a goalie graveyard, but I don't know. Those Flyers are pretty close.
I don't know about a goalie graveyard as they've moved on to bigger and bolder things. So
Mrazek?
Yeah, Peter Mrazek. Go ahead and tell them about Mrazek. Go ahead.
I don't know if we should or not.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, the last game, he got a big whopping .667 save percentage, allowed 5 goals on 15 shots.
Yeah.
I mean, another reason why Chicago is not doing well.
Right. But is that due to Mrazek, or is that due to, again, not having the player? Yeah.
You can't get the big save when you need it, right?
No, you can't. So very important to have a well-rounded defense. Defense wins games. So
it does. What's the saying? Offense wins you games, defense wins you championships.
Yes, absolutely. Most definitely.
And having a hot goaltender as well doesn't hurt.
No, no. A strong goaltender.
Well, now since we're talking about goaltenders, how about Blackwood? He did not allow a goal at home for 169 minutes and 52 seconds, which is almost 3 hours worth of game time. Now it's just snapped the last game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was against Devils, and that was Jack Hughes that scored that goal.
Of course. But wow. Not many goaltenders can say that nowadays.
No. This week has also been hard on goaltenders. Holy, a lot of goals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just look at some of the scores.
Games.
I mean, we're looking at 4-1, 6-1, 5-2s.
The Chicago Vegas one was, I believe, 7-5.
I mean, that's like a shooting gallery. Flyers, Pittsburgh yesterday, 9 total goals in the game. Just crazy.
Washington beat Pittsburgh 8-3.
Yeah. That's sorry for Pittsburgh, man. I mean, that's just brutal.
Well, Pittsburgh needs to stop being wishy-washy and just start a rebuild.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I know they got Crosby, but I don't know.
Yeah, they've got. I mean, you can't really build a team around Crosby because he's not got many more seasons in him, which is unfortunate. Because if they'd done this 2 years ago, they could probably been in the cup again.
Definitely 2 or even 3 or 4. Right?
Yeah, exactly. There's so
They
many.
haven't been past the first round since 2018.
Yeah. And you think about the franchise itself within the 90s and 2000s. I mean, just a phenomenal, always in your face team. And if they haven't done anything since 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I had before last night, I had a whole rant I was going to go on today about how Carlson needs to go and Malkin needs just to retire. And then what a surprise, Malkin has 4 points.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
But yeah, no, I think the Penguins definitely need to start a rebuild.
Mm-hmm. Start with their defense.
And honestly, I don't know if I believe in Dubas.
No. From what I've seen, he hasn't made any moves that actually have generated anything to make them a winning team again.
Yeah.
Or a championship team, I should say. They get their wins. There's no doubt about it. But they need to get into the championships again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was looking at some of the stats from Edmonton because they played last night, and McDavid had only had 1 goal in the last 3 games since the Four Nations.
McDavid hasn't even had a goal since the Four Nations.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe he's 0-3 or he has 0 goals, 3 assists for 3 points with a -7.
A -7, which is unheard of for McDavid.
Okay, well, now here's a stat for you. The Oilers have lost 5 in a row. This is the first time that they've lost 5 in a row since the 21-22 season.
These stats are staggering this year.
Right?
It's these are from teams that you don't think of that would be in the position they are now. Edmonton, Pittsburgh. I think some of the bright points. Are there bright points right now?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Not really.
Not really. Is there a top contender for the Cup championship? I think it's toss-up. I mean, Winnipeg's been on a tear.
Yeah, Winnipeg. I think that's the first time too with the team that they've gone on 3 different stretches of 7-game win streaks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, it's incredible.
I never thought it would have that winning team with Winnipeg in the same sentence.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've never been a huge Hellebuck believer because I always feel like he has a great regular season, but then he gets to the playoffs and then he just lets in the weak goals.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it in the playoffs, but I don't know. He's been outstanding this year too. So
yeah, absolutely. Great in goal. There's.
He definitely wasn't the reason why they lost the Four Nations Cup either. I thought he played really, really, really well.
Yeah. There's another goalie that played really, really well, and his name was Urson.
Who?
Who? Sam Urson has made some outstanding saves in the last few games, even though they did lose 5-4 last night. But
he should have had that overtime goal.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. So,
but that's okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I did like some of the things that I did like from yesterday was the Carolina wearing the Hartford Whaler jerseys uniform.
I don't know if I like that too much.
Oh man, that's a great throwback. Come on, that's okay. It's classic to me to see that old logo on ice. That was fun to watch.
I want your thoughts on the Hathaway hit.
Okay, all right. If you guys haven't seen it, of course, there's bad blood between the Flyers and the Penguins.
No bad blood here, though, right?
No bad blood here. We're good. No. But I'll drop mitts with you any day, man. But yeah, Hathaway put a hit on
Achari.
Ochari, and wasn't paying attention. And Imama pretty much blindsided him. It was a clean hit. I mean, shoulder to shoulder.
Wasn't
But
endurance.
Hathaway went down hard. His feet went out from underneath him, and his head bounced off the ice. I'm going to say he's concussion protocol at least 2 weeks, which, a clean hit. He got, okay, Imama got a 2-minute penalty. People were looking for a 5-minute and a game misconduct. But after he slowed down, it was clean hit. I won't argue that. I was pretty pissed off at the, I was
it
pissed.
was interference. The hit shouldn't have happened, but it's
Yeah,
not a 5-minute.
yeah. Imama probably should have, backed off a little bit, because considering it was a blindside hit. But, those types of hits definitely have ended some careers or shortened some careers.
Yeah.
But again, clean hit. I can't say much more about it. I mean, you got to have your head on a swivel in the league. There's
definitely watch where you're going, not behind
a lot
you.
of fast, furious action. I'm sure most of you people will agree with me on that one. So
I have to say, I don't think there was much controversy in many of the games I watched besides that. I don't know if you noticed any of your games.
No, I didn't. I mean, I've seen some overturned goals. Speaking of one, it was funny. It was the Dylan Larkin. Trying to think of who they were playing. Because I actually wrote down an oops. Because I was like thinking it was, I think it was DeBrinket's. Supposed to be DeBrinket's goal, and then the hockey horn had sounded, and everybody pretty much stopped playing, but Larkin didn't. He raised his stick like, okay, it was a goal, but then he saw the ref wave it off because it didn't go in, and when Larkin pulled it out from underneath the goalie's butt and put it in net. And I can't remember which game that was, but yeah, that was a big. I was like, oh wow, talk about being paying attention to what's going on around you. That was definitely one of those points. So yeah, okay, DeBrinket. Look, he had his second goal in that game. It was against Minnesota, and yeah, he pulled the puck out from behind Marc-Andre Fleury to put it in. So, and they awarded him the goal, even though they had worked off the first goal. But it was really interesting play, and it goes to show you if you pay attention, you can definitely make a difference. So,
yeah,
that was kind of cool to see. But how about Marc-Andre Fleury? 1045th start in goaling, passing Roberto Luongo.
That's awesome.
For second place now.
I still wish he was still a Penguin.
Oh, I know. But talk about a career.
Pittsburgh is horrible at trading sometimes.
Well, yeah.
And letting people go. Like, I mean, I get it. Matt Murray won them 2 cups to a point, and then all of a sudden, yeah, let's keep Matt Murray and let's get rid of the Flower, and then just it's been downhill since then.
Yep.
Honestly.
Well, also, Boston had a great tandem with Allmark and Swayman. And used to really say Allmark's done an amazing job, or Swayman for that matter.
Yeah, Swayman, the couple of games I've watched of Boston, he has not looked good.
Yeah. They don't have each other's back anymore, so it's kind of the goalie bro show is kind of over.
Yeah.
But yeah, even Allmark, if he got pulled within 8 minutes of the game the other night because he had let he had 3 goals in 8 minutes. So
yeah, I think he had the same as Mrazek the other day. He allowed 5 goals on 15 shots.
Yeah,
something like that. It's nuts.
Just insane numbers. But what else you got, bud?
Well, how about Teravainen scoring his 500th career point?
Wow.
Another player that's been around for a while. I think the same year as Draisaitl and Pasternak.
Yeah.
Been a good utility player.
Exactly. The man can play all over the ice, which is great.
Also, back to Toronto, Tanev, how about scoring his first goal in 33 games?
It's about time. Oh, is
Yeah.
it 33 games? Okay, that's what, September? No. I can't put together the number. I can't math. I've been working today.
Yeah, there's been a lot of streaks this week. Also, Draisaitl, 7 goals or a goal in the last 7 games.
Yep.
Or 7 games with a goal, however you want to say it. He's been the best Edmonton player since Four Nations Cup, probably because he didn't get to go.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, you keep track of Draisaitl almost every game, and he's getting points and goals. So
it's always a given.
Yeah. So it's been there have been great things happening in the season.
I know there's another player we really don't want to talk about, and that's the Rat, who is now 12 straight seasons with 20+ goals.
Yeah,
I guess credit where credit is due.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, would I take him on my team? No.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah. Honestly, I think he should stick with Boston. There have been rumors about.
Yeah, he should be there.
Yeah, I mean, he fits.
Mm-hmm.
That's like taking a player like Bobby Clark off the Flyers, or Lemieux going to a different team.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain players that should stay in a particular city, and the Rat fit in real well with the Bruins.
And he did score a unique goal the other night. His 21st goal went off of Jake McCabe's face and in the net.
Is that something to be proud of? Maybe.
Who would get credit for that? Jake McCabe or?
No, you're right. Yeah. Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Also, another cool fact: Braden Point, Jake Gensel, and Leon Draisaitl are tied for the lead in the NHL with 13 power play goals.
Yeah, yes.
It's kind of crazy that there's 2 of the same team on there, right?
Yes, it is. Must have a great power play.
They must.
Yeah. Well, do we want to talk about that other guy? The guy that's getting ready to break a record?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Yeah.
I definitely think he's going to be doing it this season. It's just crazy. At his age, he's got 30 goals.
Yeah. 12 goals away.
How many of those are empty net goals, though?
Yeah, well, like the other day when he had what was it, his hat trick? His hat trick.
Yeah, against the Oilers, I believe.
Yeah, against the Oilers. It was funny before they even dropped the puck, or before he scored that goal. They were sitting there talking to Ovi. I was watching them talk to Ovi about, we're going to pass it to you, bud. Get you that hat trick. You could tell that's what they were talking about. But yeah, he got that hat trick against Edmonton. 12 goals away. Yeah, he's going to get it this year.
I think he's going to get it too, for sure.
I didn't think he was going to get it with the leg injury.
That surprised me too. I figured he was going to be out for a while longer than what he was, but hey,
he battled.
Give him the credit.
Yeah, he battled back, and it was just insane for him to get back into the groove so as quick as he did. So we definitely have a record falling, a big record falling this year. So, all right, I'd almost say hats off to Ovi, but I won't do it. Not going to do it. Yeah, we being a Flyers fan, yeah, I'll be biased every now and then.
That's right. Well, Penguins fan, same thing.
Yep. I'll try not to be rude. A little difficult. Yeah, I know, a little bit difficult, especially a day of retail work. Yeah. Oh man, this has been fun. Having a lot of fun talking hockey with you guys. So
Owen Beck for the Montreal Canadiens. Did you know he scored his first NHL point?
First, Owen Beck did. Really?
Yeah, got an assist for the Canadiens against the Sharks last night.
And you watched that game, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. That's finally. I mean, his Young Guns was this year or last year?
Well, you got to make me think. I want to say it was last year, but
it was last year. Yeah, it's 23-24 as Young Guns. Yes, we'll still talk hockey cards on here too.
Oh, definitely. A little bit later in this video, we may be opening some stuff. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Maybe you can win them.
Yeah. Yep. You want to talk about some we've talked about the rookies. Or have we?
Yeah, we talked a little bit that
yeah. We're gonna give an honorable mention to somebody.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, we'll give it to you. Thanks. I appreciate it. We'll give you an honorable mention to Gutter Bouthier, Gutter Bouthier, or that kid.
Cutter Gauthier.
Yeah, that him. Yes, I had trouble saying that name just as much as he had trouble staying in Philly. So, he's got what 26 points now.
Much trouble.
He's got 26 points. So, but he's still there's a three-way race that's just going to be hard for anybody to catch up to, and it's going to be exciting to watch this.
Isn't it like the top three are close, then it's like a drop off for the next place?
Yeah.
Like, was it like 40? Mitch
44 and 44 and
Celebrini has 43.
Yeah. Hudson, Michkov, and Celebrini.
Yeah.
That's going to be it's going to be exciting to watch the rest of the season just to watch those kids play.
It is. They are incredible.
Yeah.
Even Will Smith, I was watching the Sharks game. He's done pretty well too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you guys tell us what you think on that. We're going to see which team is going to have a outstanding rookie. Who's going to win the Calder this year?
Me, I'm hoping for Hudson because I have like 6 of his young guns out for grading.
Yeah.
But we all know who JOEE's rooting for.
Well, no, you don't. You wouldn't have any idea.
Cutter Gauthier.
No. We're going to go for Stinky Oven. He's what, 6th?
Yeah, I think he's 6th. He hasn't really done much well since we started doing this for the week. Maybe at one point. Yeah,
he's actually tied with Will Smith in 5th now. So
and that's what, 26 points?
and Gutter is in 7th with 25. So
yeah, a couple games I watched, I wasn't too impressed with them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, no. Did we talk about Nick Suzuki?
No, not yet, but I think we'll save that further.
Okay.
But I guess we kind of touched on the Jets a little bit, but last night their 11-game winning streak was snapped by the Predators. I don't know if we touched on that at all.
Don't think we talked about it because we're thinking, okay, it was against the Predators.
It was, yeah, of all teams. But that's what it is, right? You don't show up for the lower seeded teams, and that's what happens.
Yeah, don't overlook the lower seeded team.
But Nashville,
that's in all sports.
Saros was pretty incredible.
Yeah. Again, a goalie that's on the wrong team now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, exactly. You could use some serious goaltending over there.
Saros stopped 23 of 24 shots, so he had like a 95.8% save percentage, so it was great.
I don't think he has a short temper like Nedeljkovic does.
No. Well, I don't blame him with that defense.
Yeah.
Ryan Graves, bye.
Yeah.
He needs to go. Yeah. He's horrendous.
Yeah. I know, but Nedeljkovic yelling at Sullivan was hilarious in the game last night.
It's another one, in my opinion, needs to go is Mike Sullivan.
Yeah, Sullivan, I think, is out laughing himself.
He was great, but I don't know. I don't think the team's responding to him anymore.
No. And I'm sure down the road, a year or two, it'll be the same way with Torts. Torts is getting the production that he needs right now, but in the long run, with a youth movement, a total different mentality.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Sullivan and Torts are kind of almost the same.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is,
except for the yelling.
Well, Sullivan can yell pretty good too, but he's not like Torts, but it's pretty similar. And like I say, nowadays that just doesn't fly as much.
No,
and it only lasts so long.
Yeah,
before the players start tuning them out.
So
I think the last thing I really want to touch on is Montreal again and the Carolina game.
Okay.
So Montreal beat Carolina 4-0, and that was the first time Montreal has beaten Carolina since 2018. 13 regulation games.
How can a team be so dominant?
Right.
And then that many games, and then well, Carolina hasn't been as good as they have been in the past, but they still have put together a pretty good team.
Do you think with the trade deadline coming up, March 9th?
I believe that's correct.
Do you think Rantanen's going to stay or go?
I think he's going to go.
Yeah, you think they're going to trade him?
Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll fire him on to the next team. Not sure where he'll end up, but
I'm actually surprised at how well Natchez has played on Colorado.
Yeah. Again, that's probably somebody they shouldn't have given up on.
Probably.
But then again, is it a team atmosphere that's making it difficult now?
Yeah. Anything else you have from any of the games before we go to our 3 stars?
I cannot think of anything else. If you guys did see a game that you enjoyed, let us know. Let us know what you thought about a game that stood out in your mind. Because we'd love to hear from you.
Or a performance.
Yeah, or a performance, definitely. I mean, we can't. We tried to cover as many games as we could when we were watching.
That's right.
But I don't know how many games we watched and try to keep up with. But like I said, we had a lot of fun doing it.
Like
you can see it in Toppy's eyes. They're all bags under his eyes and tired.
Definitely, it's a lot. Work 8 hours, then do this for 8 hours.
Yeah,
it's a lot. But it was fun. Like I say, I enjoyed doing it.
I did too.
But I was going to say one of my top games was Byfield, who had 4 assists in one game, which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
he's going to be an elite player.
I think so too.
Just waiting for him to break out.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to get into the 3 stars of the week?
Yes, let's do.
Honorable mention from you?
I just had a brain fart.
Do you want me just to go rattle them off?
Yeah, rattle them off. I had a brain fart.
So Joey's honorable mention was Draisaitl.
Yes.
Who in 4 games had 4 goals, 1 assist for 5 points, and he hit his 44th goal.
Yep.
And that's pretty incredible because, like I say, the next guy behind him is 33. So I think he's definitely winning the Maurice Richard Trophy this year.
Yeah, definitely.
And my honorable mention was Montembeault, who started in 3 games, went 3-0, had 68 saves on 73 shots for 93.2% save percentage. And he had 1 shutout, which was against Carolina. So
yeah,
I don't know. He's been huge. I mean, yes, he has his bad games as well, but I think he's been instrumental in Montreal potentially getting a playoff spot.
No, I think so too.
Because I think there are only a few points out. They have 62 points?
I believe that's correct. I think that's what you said. I know.
They have 61 points. So they're only 5 points out of a playoff spot. And if he can get hot, I think they're in.
Yes.
So our 3rd star was Nick Suzuki, who had a pretty good week. 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points in 3 games. He's been another player with Montreal who's been outstanding.
Absolutely. You're seeing some really rookies and I guess you call Suzuki a veteran now that have really stepped up.
Also, if you didn't, go check out that Sharks game and Caulfield's goal in overtime. It was a pretty awesome goal. Between the legs and in.
Okay, I'll see that. I missed that one.
So 2nd star, you want to go?
Yes, Matt Mitchkov. Within even the last game, I mean, we figured out he had 8 points?
8 points, 3 goals, 5 assists.
Yes.
16 shots.
Yeah. And his plus minus was 7?
Plus 6.
Plus 6. So, very phenomenal after coming back from the 4 Nations thing. And he's been, like I said, playing for some great lines. So, just want to see what he can do as they get closer to the playoffs. and who they put around him to really round out a top line for the Flyers. I don't think they have that top line just yet.
Yeah.
And who's the first star?
Our first star was Vasilevsky,
Mm-hmm.
who played outstanding in 3 games with a shutout. He had 86 saves on 88 shots for a 97.7% save percentage. He's getting hot at the right time.
Yes, he is.
I could see Tampa Bay getting another cup.
Ooh. Wow, yeah. Definitely.
I don't want it to happen, but I could see it happening.
Yeah.
And another bad trade by Penguins, Jake Gensel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
He's played outstanding for them. Because like I said earlier, he's tied with the other 2 for 13 power play goals.
Yeah. So, man, there's still a lot of hockey to go, guys.
Definitely 20-some games for some teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, hey, I mean, my hot take, Pittsburgh's going to make the playoffs. Probably not, but they still have the East.
I don't have a hot take just yet. I'm not convinced just yet, but give me a week. Give me another week. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, the Eastern wildcard spot's pretty tight.
Mm-hmm. It is very tight.
I mean, Detroit, Columbus hold down the last 2 spots with 66 points. And I mean, you have the Rangers and Ottawa and Boston right behind them with 62. Montreal with 61. Philly right there with 60.
Mm-hmm.
Islanders with 59. And Pittsburgh's not that far off with 57.
No.
I mean, all it takes is a good run, right?
Yeah, a good run and some bad runs, some other teams.
That's right.
So, I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm ready for it to go. I just want to see my team in it. How long has it been since the Flyers been in the playoffs?
3 years.
I'm sure you know.
I think it's 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah, at least back to Giroux and Voracek years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. Well, there's our 3 stars. You ready for a fun game to play?
Well, let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to play a little game here with Joey. He's going to blind rank the top rookies, 1 through 5, and he's not going to know what comes next, which player is going to come next. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So you got first, second, third, fourth, and fifth spots.
Okay.
Open. All right. So your first player is Will Smith.
Fourth.
Okay. Next up is Celebrini.
First.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That surprises me. And why are you putting him in first?
Just from his performance from coming back from his injury. He's been very impressive.
Okay. Next up is Stankoven.
Fifth. Did I already say fifth? I didn't say fifth yet.
So you have Celebrini first, Will Smith fourth, Stankoven in fifth.
Yep.
Next up, you have Lane Hudson.
He's going to be a second.
Okay. So, and in your third spot, you have Cutter Gauthier.
Dude. Oh. Dang it. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that, but okay. That was fun.
That was fun.
It's not going to happen, but yeah, that was fun. At least not the Cutter.
I'm surprised you ranked him so highly.
I didn't. That was a blind rank.
All right, so now we're the part of the video where we want to hear your comments. So we're going to call it commenting for cards. So I'm going to open up some packs. And so basically, put your comments below, or questions actually.
Questions.
Your questions for us.
Yeah.
And we're going to pick one winner, and we'll read the question on the next podcast. Thank you, Joey.
Yes.
And if we pick your comment, you'll win these cards.
Get your comments in. We will pick a great question. We want to be able to get interaction with you guys and just have fun with you guys too.
That's right. We're hoping to do this every week.
Mm-hmm. Even in the off season, we hope to do this. So
that's right, and hopefully we'll do a live stream every once in a while as well.
Yes,
depending on how well this goes.
It's gonna go great.
I'm glad you guys tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
So let's open some cards.
Yes, please.
This is gonna be weird doing it this way.
Yeah, we know other people have done it that way.
Well, look who we have to start.
Ghost Bear.
And basically, it'll just be the inserts that are going to the winner. Oh, there's one of our honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Montembeau.
Yep.
And there is the first card, and it is Troy Terry canvas.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is just base. All right, now we got some 23-24 Parkhurst. Maybe we'll find a Bedard.
Looking forward to opening that pack.
All right, who do we got? Steven Stamkos, who's on the Predators. Chris Letang. Ryan Graves. He can just go too. Frig. We got a silver of Luke Evangelista. No, who is it? Yeah, no,
that's
Jake
a rookie.
Livingstone.
Jake, yeah.
Man, it's hard to read like this, but that is a rookie.
Oh, nice.
Wire images of Connor McDavid.
Very nice.
So that's cool. That's a nice hit.
Yes, it is.
So David Perron, Jonathan Berggren, and Mario Ferraro. Okay. Now let's go to some 24-25 O-Pee-Chee. And we got John Gibson, Robert Thomas, Philip Deneau. Definitely getting some people in here that you don't see much of.
No. Braden Point.
We have a
There's Matty Tkachuk.
Matthew Tkachuk. Please put your mouth guard in your mouth. We have a retro of, I can't read that.
Justin Barron.
Yeah. It's hard reading that backwards. Oh.
Marquee rookie.
Of Brendan Othman, not Rempe.
No, thank goodness.
And we got Stuart Skinner, Yuri Kulik, Jordan Greenway. All right, last two packs. We have 21-22 synergy.
Oh,
recently
that could be big.
Huge Crosby card.
Yes, you did. Massive.
If I can get into it. All right, we have a rookie of Ross Colton. Let's pull from the back. We have postseason brilliance of Nathan McKinnon, NHL point leader.
That's right.
And behind him, we have exceptional phenoms of Jared McCann. And that is, what number is that?
$4.99?
135 of $4.99.
Yeah.
So also we will be reviewing product as well.
Mm-hmm.
Up and coming product. We'll probably review them as well.
Yes, definitely. Like, should they have retired Synergy?
No, that's hard because I just pulled a massive card.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We have a legend, Patrick Waugh. And we have a Light Up the Night of Patrick Kane out of $3.99, is it?
Yeah.
And finally, a 2030 of Lexus Lafreniere. And since it's the first episode, what the heck? I'll also throw in this autograph.
Very cool.
So again, put your questions in the comments below. Something for us to answer. And if we pick it, you can win these cards.
Definitely.
All right. Any last thoughts?
No. We plan to be here for quite a while, guys. And we've had fun today. So let us know how we did. No, don't be rude like me, but be honest.
Also, Series 2 is coming out March 5th.
Next week.
Are you guys getting any? I'm hoping to get some. I don't know. Some things have come up. Probably might only get a box, maybe 2. But hopefully we can get a case later on.
Yep. I may actually go ahead and pre-order it. Just so I have it.
Just a box or 2?
Probably 2. I've had a fun opening Series 1, especially in the hobby boxes I did pick up. So, and yes, guys, we will.
No, go ahead.
We will be opening cards still on our regular channels. So, don't count us out of that. We enjoy the hockey cards very much.
100%.
Yep.
I was going to say I'm really excited to collect some Celebrini Young Guns.
And I'm really excited to collect the Michkov Young Guns.
Yeah. No, he's going to be a good player, definitely.
Yeah,
him and Celebrini,
so.
I think are going to be pretty good studs in this league.
About time we had studs, not duds.
That's right. All right.
That's all I got.
All right. I hope everyone has a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Later, all.